which was comes under your SQL. So that languages we check it out. And in each language, what kind of commands are there? Those commands also we list out here. And later, while coming to DDL, so we said here, here one of the command we used here, create command. And this command, especially we are going to be using guys here whenever you want to create some new objects in your database, like tables, views, synonyms, indexes, okay, clusters, procedures, functions. So these kind of different types of data objects, whenever you want to create, definitely we are using which command here? Create command. And this is our how to create a new table, because I said to you on the last session, in these all objects, which is the core object of database means table. The table is called as a very, very, very important object and core object we called. Why? Because the data, whatever we are storing in relational databases, the data can be stored in the form of what now? Tables. And once you have a table, then only the remaining things can be preparing, or remaining things can be created. Without tables, we can't go for create views, synonyms, indexes, clusters. This kind of objects are we cannot be created. So that's why first we should know that every developer, they must and should be know the information about how to create new tables. And this is the syntax for you, how to create new table in Oracle. Okay. And in the syntax, one thing we identified here. So whenever we need to design columns in the table, we must and should be need the knowledge of data type. And we should know that what kind of data types are supported in your Oracle. And one more thing is what now we knows everyone, every language is going to be having its own data types. One programming language data types, other program cannot understand. So you know that. So Java data types I can't use in my C .NET or .NET data types I can't use in Java. So like every C data type, C++ data type, Java data types, like that. When come to in databases also, Oracle data type, SQL Server data type, MySQL data types, like every database is having its own data types here. And that data type is must and should be required here to create your tables. Okay, no? And now, how we can mean, so for example, I just given here, create table student. And the student ID is my column name. But after that, I don't know what kind of data type I need to use here. Okay. Because first we should know that the data types in Oracle, what it was and what are those, how it was working. Okay. If you know that awareness, automatically you can go for to create your tables. Got it my point? So that what we will be seeing now, what kind of data types are having in this Oracle and what are those. Okay. And before I want to start my data types here, we all of you know this, the data type generally we are going to be using guys here in general programming languages. If you go for programming languages, so simply we can say whenever we need to declare some variables, we must and should be use what now? Data type support. And without the data type, you can't declare your variable also. Yes or no? So that's why, for example, if I want to declare a normal variable, if I declare a normal variable X, okay, and this is which type of variable we don't know. Okay, so that means your compilers cannot understand that this is which type of variable. And once we don't know the type of the variable, and no one can say what type of data will store. And generally variables are we are using for storing purpose, understand na? Storing some data purpose. But if which kind of data I can store, because there are so many types of data formats are there, like integer format, string format, float formats, data, time, binary formats. So different formats of data we are going to be interacting in our day-to-day works. Okay, so which type of data we need to store in this variable, how the programmer can understand that, how your compilers can understand that, means that definitely we should give it some data type. Okay, and when I was given data type to my variable, so I can say like this variable, it will store each format data, integer format of data will be saved here. Okay, and suppose in this integer variable, can I store string format data? No. Float? No. Double? No, we cannot store it because it was very fixed here. So this is int type, it was fixed. That means int is a type of value, so only can allowed in this variable. So now same as if I want to make it to change, if I'm giving here what now, string. So in this string format of data only can save. So that means what you understand about the data types means data types are going to be telling us what type of data are you storing into the variable. Okay, the which type of data are you storing into variable memory. So the type of data is going to be telling us by the help of what now, data types. Same as how are you, okay, using data types in your front end programming languages. Same as when come to the backend side also, I already said to you, okay, if I want to store some data here, so definitely we need to create a some table. And the table is nothing but it's a column. The group of columns will make it one table structure. And now if I'm going to create one column in this table, definitely this column along with creation we need to give a data types now. Okay. And now if I just go to give it XYZ means I can't understand that. In X column, which type of values are you storing? In Y column, which type of values are you storing? In Z column, which type? So that we cannot say it because these columns, okay, doesn't having any data type. So that's why no one can say what type of values can be stored into X, into Y, into Z. That we cannot say it. But if I'm going to define this column along with my data type, how are you defined your variable along with your string data type? Same as here also I'm going to define now. For example, here I'm using integer on the X column. And here I'm using here varchar 2 on my Y column. And here I'm using what? Date. So now once I was given my type of a column, then I can easily understand that this column is going to be storing which type of values. And now if you have, and anyone or else anyone or anybody can say X column can store which type of data? Integer. So that means X column is a integer type of a column. And same as in Y, I can store in the string format of data. I can store under Y column. And Z column will allowed here, date format of data can be stored here. Okay, so this is what the data type advantage. Okay, with the help of data type, the programmer can understand that this variable or this column or this attribute will store which type of data. Okay, na? So that is what the use of your data types. Okay, na? Right. Now we can take some definition here. Data type. It is an attribute. It is an attribute which is used to store type of data type of data into a variable or a column variable or a column. Now next one, oracle supports oracle supports the following data types, the following data types. So what kind of data types are supporting here? Now, the first category of this, okay, that's called as your numeric data types. And the second one we have here string data types. And string data type, even though we called as your character data types. And the third one we called as your date data types. And the fourth one we called as year. So once again, the three position you can take long data type, and next fourth one you can take data types. Next we have here raw and long raw data types. and finally we called as B log data types. Okay, so these are the some categories and different types of data types in your Oracle. Okay, right. And now we will go to see the one by one data types, how it was work in our database tables. Okay, now? And the first one we will see here the numeric data types, how it was and what are those in this. Okay. So numeric data types in this category, they have two data types here again. Okay. One is we called as integer data type. One is we called as number of a p comma s data type. So these are two data types which was comes under numeric categories here. Okay, int and number. And come to integer, I think you all of you know. Okay, so this data type is always be storing. Okay, integer format values. Okay, so simple I can say now storing which type of values? Integer values only. Okay, na? So storing integer values. And suppose when I want to go for to example, when you design your column serial number and you can use integer. Otherwise, you can go for EMP number. You can use integer. Otherwise, you can use like a customer ID. You can use integer. So like this, different columns and column name as well as the related data type, you can use it. Okay. So this is integer. And come to the next data type is called as number data type. So your number data type, there is a two ways I can go to use. Okay. First one. So here two ways it will be using. And first one is what now? P, and the second one is a P comma S. So here what is P and what is S? Okay. Let me come out and see. The first of all, this data type is going to be storing, okay, integer and also float values will be storing integer and also float values. But when it will be store integer and when it will be store float values, it means that whenever you want to use number of only p value, if you given, okay, then it will be storing which type of values mean the integer values only. Okay, now, but when you will be mention your number of p along with s also, when you mention here, then simply we can say storing your float values. Okay, now, so these are the two things, guys. Here you should remember. Okay, so when we are using only p value, then storing integers, we are using p comma s, then we are storing what now? Float values. So now here the question will come to you, what is the mean by p comma s? Okay, now, now we can take. So your p stands for precision. Your p stands for precision. Okay, and what is the mean by precision here? What is the mean by precision here? Precision is nothing but, guys, here counting all digits, okay, including your left and right side digits, left and right side digits of a decimal point, of a decimal point. Okay, so what is the mean by a decimal point and the left and right side? For example, let me come out and say, suppose are you passing one expression now? My expression is, okay, 67.27. So in this float expression, if I want to know about my precision value, how much, if I want to know the precision, how it will be counting means counting all the digits. Okay, counting all digits, including left and right sides. of a decimal point. And now we can see this is your decimal point. Okay, so decimal point, this is called a decimal point. The decimal point left side, two digits, right side, two digits. The total counting of digits is called as a precision. So that means this expression, in this expression, if I'm asking, what about your precision value? If I'm asking, what do you say? My P is equals to 4. In the same as, okay, in the same as, if I'm giving one more expression here, suppose if I'm asking, what is the precision value in this expression? P is equals to 6. So that means precision means, simply remember, it should be counting of all the digits, including of left and right side of a decimal point. Understand now? That is what. And come to the next one is called as what now? Scale. Here S stands for scale. S stands for scale. The scale is nothing but here. So counting the right side digits only, guys. Counting the right side digits. Digits only. Okay, now? So now the right side of your expression, whatever you given here, those are we called as, okay? Now 67.21. If I'm asking in this, what about your precision means? So precision is equals to 4 and comma scale is equals to how much? 2. The same pattern, if I want to go for to this, okay? Now in this, if I'm going to ask, what is the precision? 6 and 9. And what about scale? 3. So these are how we can go to identify your precision as well as a scale. Okay. But sir, how these two things I can use in my columns? How I can go to check this on my columns means, for example, let me go. I'm designing one column with my name is what now? Price is one of the column in my table. On this price column, now I'm going to apply number of 6 comma 2. So this is one of my column in my table. Okay. And I was applied here number of 6 comma 2. It means that into this column, I can store float expressions. Understand now? So now, for example, now how I need to consider the precision 6 and scale 2, how I need to consider here. Okay. Now, for example, I'm the user. I'm going to insert some value here like 0.0. So 0.0, if I try to insert into this column, okay. So can I allow this? What is your guessing? It was allowed or not allowed? So you are going to be saying not allowed because you are thinking like the precision must be 6, scale must be 2. But this is not a must be, it is a range. You just consider is not must be value. Consider it is a range value. So your precision range up to 6. Your scale range up to 2. So within the range, your expression is there, then it will be allowed. If your expression will be exceeded out of your precision and scale values, then that expressions cannot be allowed. So that means here 0.0, if you consider, if I'm going to counting the precision, how much in this expression means that how much expression in the precision? 2. Left side 1, right side 1, 2. So here my precision, how much here? 6. It means your value or your expression precision value within the range, without the range, within the range. My range was given 6. My expression range is 2. So it comes under, it's not exceed. Yes or no? It comes under. So precision satisfied. Come to the scale. Scale, how much I was given? 2. So, but here in my expression, 1. So, here 2. Within the range, without the range. So, both are satisfied. Yes, this will be accepting. Okay, right. Like, suppose if I go, this one, accepted. Okay. Next. This one, accepted. Yes. Next one, accepted. Yes. Next one, 9,999.99. Accepted? Huh? Yes. 10,000. Accepted? No. Why, sir? So here scale was satisfied. But which is not satisfied? Precision. If you total count of these digits, how many? 7. But my precision, 6. So that means if you insert this, it will showing what? Error. So that means when my precision 6 comma 2, okay, then I can store the values or the money or prices up to how much I can store means 0.0 paisa to I can store 9,999.99 paisa. So 0 to 9,999.99 paisa. In between this range, whatever the prices are there, this is all I can store. But unfortunately, I can't store 10,000 rupees. If my product value is a 10,000 in my shop, then the 10,000 product value I cannot insert. If I try to insert the 10,000 product or above products, it is not allowed. If I want to accept this 10,000 rupees, what should we do? Here I will give a 7. So 7 if I'm giving, can you tell me the 10,000 is accepted now? Yes? Ah. But now I'm going to send 9,099, 999.99. Can I store? Total how much? 7. So 99,999.99. Up to there, I can store. When my precision is 7. So that means now if I'm giving in this expression, I can store my product value or product price value from 0.0 to how much? 99,999.99 I can store. But if I try to save 1 lakh, is it possible now? Huh? No. Why, sir? Because the size of precision 7, but your size 8. So it was exceed. Yes. So that's why it is not allowed. Suppose if I want to save the 1 lakh rupee, if I want to save, what I want to do? I need to change my precision 8. Then can I save this 1 lakh rupee? Yes. So up to 99 lakhs, 9 lakhs 99,999.99. Okay, na? 9 lakhs 99,999.99. Got it, my point? Can I store this value? Yes or no? Yes. Okay, because 8 it was. Now, if my precision is 8, so I have a chance from 0.02. 9 lakhs 99,999.99 paisa. Up to there, I can store it. If I want to save 10 lakhs, is it possible? No. 10 lakhs is not possible here. So like this, you have to check. Now understanding now how to check your precision, because almost scale almost 2 only, because in paisa we have only 2 formats only. Yes, a 2-digit format. So here you don't have any confusion, but here only the main thing. The precision, if you understand the concept, it's very easy for you. Now understand now? So these are what we called precision and scale, how I can use this. Okay, so if I just give it here, 6, then up to where I can store, up to there only I can store. If you send this, immediately it was showing what? Error. And some people are asking, sir, can I give like this? I'm not passing the 0.00 value, sir. I'm not sending here. I'm just sending 10,000 value. Can I allow this? So if you send like this, here also it will show what? Error. Because if you're not giving your scale, that's called a paisa value, if you're not mentioned, automatically by default, how many number of digits will take paisa? two digits. That means two zeros are adding. Already in the left side, how many digits? Five. 5 point default to two. Total 7. So it is not accepted. It will seeing what? Error again. Got it? So now these are scale and precision. Like if I want to use one more example, suppose I'm going to taking here, for example, employee number, and here I just pass number of 3 if I'm giving now. Otherwise, if I'm giving number of 1, is it clear? Ah, so that means in this, I just mentioned my precision, but not a scale. If you're not mentioned scale, what type of data will take? What type of data will take? Only integers will take, and floats are never allowed. So now here my precision, I started from 1. So that means, can I insert 0? Allowed? Okay. Can I insert 5? Can I insert 9? Can I insert 10? No. Why, sir? Because my precision, 1 digit, but I'm inserting 2 digit value. So not satisfied. If I want to store 2 digit value, then should be increase 2. If I send 2, then up to how much I can? 99. So 0 to 99 I can store. Like a positive values, like a negative values also your wish. Same as negative values also. Minus 0 to minus 99. So now if I want to store here 100, is it? No. Why, sir? It was going to be taking what now? 3 digits. But my number size is 2 digits. So it is not allowed. If it is allowed this, if I want to allow this, then I want to increase my precision how much here? 3. So now it is allowed up to 999. But 1000? No. If I want to store 1000 value, like 4 digits of values, if I want to store, then what is the size I want to increase? 4. So now understand na? So this is precision. Above one is precision and scale. Right down below. Scale definition clear? Huh? Hmm. Suppose the people are asking, sir, if I want to insert this, can I? Why? Here, precision satisfied, but scale not satisfied. So it is not allowed. Next, 87,654.12. Allowed? Why, sir? Here precision how much? 6. Here's total expression how much? 7. Got it? Hmm. So now write down. This kind of expression also showing your error. Hmm. So these are precisions and scale. Single, if you want to use only precision value, integers, and how many number you can give it here. So that many digits of number only allowed to you. And here, if I said, if I give you 2, and this will be showing error. Okay, and even though 100 rupees, if I try to insert 100 value, it is also showing what now? Error. Okay, because my digits, I'm only 2 digit values only allowed. More than 2 digits values are not allowed here. Mm. So these are numerics. And the most important data types in real time, and very, very oftenly we are using this data types here. What is that? String, or else we called as what now? Character data types. Now take second one. String or character. And now here also so many students having confusion here. So what is your confusion? Let me see. Okay. For example, here I will be prepared employee name. And here I was given care of some size. I was given 10. Okay. This is my column. I'm going to prepare this column here. Okay. Right. So now I try to insert one of my name is called as here. Okay. I'm inserting word. Sorry. I'm inserting here word. Can I insert word? Word can I insert? Come on. Your data type is char size is 10. It 10 size. It means your character should be there up to 10 characters. Okay, na? And my word is having how many number of characters? 4. So as per your size is okay, satisfied. So can I insert this? Huh? So it is not allowed. Okay, it is not allowed because, sir, why, sir, word is a characters now, then why it is not allowed means the reason is very simple. Your character data types, okay, will be storing only the format, that too which format? String format. The string format of values only will store. Other than string format, if you insert any other level or any other data, it never allows to you. For example, you will get some idea. But the same string, when I was insert like this, okay, immediately it is allowed. So what is the differences between upper and lower? uh, upper is what now? Not a string, it's just characters. Okay, lower is what now? It's a string format of data. Okay, so first one is not allowed, but second one is allowed. It means what you understand here, your character data types are going to be allowed only string format of data. Now, for example, if I'm giving, can I insert this? Huh? Yes, allowed. Because 1, 2, 3 is not integer, it is a string. If I remove this, if I remove this, now this time it is what? Integer value. Integer value. So integer value I can't store into string characters. Okay. So, but when I given this 1, 2, 3, if I give like this, it is allowed. Because it is now, it is not an integer, now it is a string. Same as if I'm giving, can I give it this? Huh? No, because it's a float. Float cannot be stored. But now this float, if I'm sending with the string format, can I store this? Yes, it is allowed. Because now this time it is not a float, it is a string. Are you getting my point? This is the type of a string character. That's why string characters will be very, very important for you. And whenever you want to store alphanumeric data, alphanumeric means what now? The combination of character, number, everything, special characters, every combination of data. If you need to store in one specific column, that column must be string data type. Okay, then only see here number can allowed. Okay, characters can allowed here. So both combination, if I want to send like this, see, okay, If I'm going to send this, is it allowed? No, now it is not allowed. But the same thing, if I kept into like this, okay, it is allowed. Understand? For example, nowadays we can see student all ticket number. Student all ticket number is have it only number? No, it's a combination of number and characters. Yes or no? Number and characters. Your time is there. I will give you a time. So number and character combination is there. Suppose your mail ID is there. So mail ID what now? For example, smith123 at the rate gmail.com. Is it what? Here characters are there, number is there, special characters there. So these kind of data when I store, then that column must be which type? String format type. So alphanumerics are allowed here. So first definition, right? You can understand now. Now finally what you concluded here, these data types are storing which format? String format data only. Okay na? Write down below. These data types are storing string format data only. Okay. So now next, in database, string can be, in database string can be represented with single quotes. Okay, with single quotes. So in database, string can be represented with the single quotes. Okay, na? But in your front-end language, in C, Java, double quotes. But double quotes are not allowed here. Remember, if you try to insert double quotes, immediately error showing. Okay, so in database, string is nothing but a single quotes. Okay, right. And now yes, observe. Here I said it will be storing string format data. Okay, so a string format data, again it will be classified into two ways. Okay, na? It was classified into two ways. Now we can understand complete picture. What is the two types here? One is we called as a character, okay, only string. Characters only string data or string format data is a one type. And the second one we called as here alphanumeric string, okay, format data. Your string format how many times? Characters only is a one type and alphanumeric. What is the mean by characters only, sir? Okay, characters only means what it was comes under. It means that you can use capital A to capital Z and also comma small a to small z. That's it. Other than these things, characters, you never use any other thing in this format. Okay, for example, okay, suppose names. Okay, either I can give capital Smith is allowed here and small ln is also allowed. Only the characters can be used in this. Other than characters, don't use any other level. So now Smith capital, I can store ln small characters, I can store, okay, in this and combination of these two things also I can store. Okay, the combination is what now? Suppose like this. Okay, now even though you can store it, nothing problem to you. But this is important for you. But what about alphanumeric, sir? Alphanumeric, the first thing is it will be supporting capital A2, capital Z, comma. You can use this small a2, small z, and also you can use this 0 to 9 numbers, and also you can use at the rate symbols, hash symbols, dollar symbol, ampersandage, underscores, etc. So these kind of symbols also you can use. And now here example, nowadays so many examples which was comes under alphanumeric. For example, simply you can see PAN number. The PAN card number you can see it's the character of a or number of what? Number plus a character combination. And you can see like this, for example, capture images are there. So for some websites, the capture image is also giving combination of character and number. And the best example, your passwords. And if you go to some websites, the passwords are asking like this: your password must be have a one uppercase, lowercase, number, special character. Understand now? This combination is called a alpha numeric. Okay, like a student all ticket numbers. Okay, employee ID numbers. Okay, otherwise vehicle plate numbers. These are all are comes under what now? Alpha numeric category, right down below. So now I'm going to give it one, what we called Smith123 at the rate gmail.com. So this is also comes under alpha numeric. Okay, right. So these are the string format of data. In this, anyone you can go to use. Okay, and now the next one, in this string format or else string data types or character, both are same meaning. Okay, don't confuse that. String or character, both are same. So in this, again, we have some types of data types here. Okay, now what are those? You can see right down below. Types of string data types. So here there are two types of string data types are there here. First one we called as a non-Unicode data types. Second one is called as here Unicode data types. This is most important question. If you are going to be as a fresher, definitely they will ask you what is the differences between non-Unicode as well as Unicode. So now listen, the differences I will explain to you. Non-Unicode data types. Non-Uni. Uni stands for universal. Code stands for characters. And here it was saying what now? Non-universal. Non-universal supported characters only accepted. But universal characters are not accepted. Okay, now? What it means, sir? Non-universal characters means it was going to be supporting, okay, one language support. Non-universal means one language support, and that language is called as a English. You can store your data in these formats of data types. Which format you can store? Just English language format data only acceptable. Okay. For example, you are asking, sir, in English only we are accepted here. But if you go to our countries out of our India, so some countries are there, like China country is there. In China, what it was happened, almost 80 percentage of their online transactions is going to be performing on their languages. Okay, now? So that means Chinese language. Then those online transactional data, which was producing in the format of Chinese, where I can store. Why they are not using databases? Tell me, databases are using only Indians, huh? No, no, this is a worldwide. Yes or no? Yes, Chinese people using. Okay, for that online transactions purpose. Arabic people are using. Okay, the USA people are using. Okay, so all over the world, IT industry is nothing but all over the world. I can't say this Oracle is supporting only India. Huh? Can you say like this? No, it's the universal products. Anybody can use. So now here, but China, if you go, for example, Chinese language I want to store. Okay. So for example, Smith is there. This is English. The same Smith in Chinese language I want to write. Okay, then it is called a Chinese language. So Chinese language format Smith I want to store in where? In my database. At this moment, your non-Unicode data types are not supported. Suppose you want to store French, not allowed. Dutch, not allowed. Australian English, not allowed. Arabic languages, not allowed. So it was allowed only English language culture data. So it means other than English, you can't store any other languages characters in this data types. Okay, now that's why. Can you see at the time of installation, I showed one thing. Anybody? Character types option you can see there. What it was selected by default? Unicode. Anybody identify? Huh? The video also there your side. You can go and check it out there. Character type. So why they selected by default Unicode? Because supporting of all languages I require. Suppose in this Java students, Python, .NET students are there. You are going to be companies. You are going to be companies. One project will come to you. The project is how it was means. It's called a multilingual project. You need to develop multilingual project. Multilingual means what now? Multiple languages supporting here. For example, Google. If you see Google in search button below, can you find out one thing is there? What is that? Languages option is there. Anybody identify? Yes. So below languages options are there. If which language are you selected, your Google home page will converting into that format. Same as YouTube channels. You can see YouTube also. It is also multilingual application. In YouTube also, you can see languages option is there. Anybody identify? If you selected any language, okay, then your YouTube home page will be showing in that format only. Okay, now so these kind of things are called as a multilingual language applications we called. If that type of application, if you need to develop in real time, okay, na at that moment, you should know the knowledge of what na Unicode. Okay, no? Because Unicode, uni means what I said, universal code characters. So that means universal supported characters. So in this, you can store multi languages characters data formats can be supporting. Okay, na? But non-Unicode supporting only one language. And right down below some points. Non-Unicode data types. These data types are are support are supporting to store localized data. So what is the mean by localized data? Means it was supporting only one language, that is what now? English language only. So these data types are supporting to store localized data. Sir, why are you mentioning the word is localized data? Anybody guessing? Why I mentioned localized data? So for example, in our India, every state is having its own language. Yes or no? So Marathi, Telugu, Tamil, Urdu, all Hindi, etc., all types of languages, so many are there. Almost 40 to 44 languages are there. Okay, now? So if any other country person, the other person will come to your country, he is asking, what is your national language of India? What do you say? Hindi. Sure. India. But you know one truth, we don't have a national language. See, India occurs 75 years, huh? Huh? Hmm. 75 years. But still, India is not having any national language. This is unpredictable news, no? Mhm. Mm. As of now, India is not having officially, there is no national language for India. Okay, even though you can go and check Google also. Google will also not give. See, what is the national language of USA? Immediately give it Google answer. Australia, China, any Japan, Korea, Pakistan, Bangladesh, immediately give it. But when you go to India, na, Google is going to be thinking. Google searching. Google searching. Eh? That is what. This is to be frank here. This is true. Okay. But okay. But what it was happened, I think 1975, 1976 in that area, they one amendment they introducing that. And in that amendment, what they said, we are not saying that officially, that is also unofficially Hindi is the national language because of reasons, so many reasons behind that. In 1970s, at the time, Indian Congress government or something, there was and the capital also there in Delhi. In Delhi, most of the people are talking Hindi, so that is our national, okay, what we call the capital. By that reason, so many things are came out. Then they said amendment through the given national language is Hindi. Okay, but so many people saying that national language of India is also English. You know that? So English also our national language. Okay, sir, ये बहुत confused हो रहा है मैं. छोड़ दो sir. Leave it that. That all you can leave it. But amendment through 1970, 75, 76 later, people was given some statement like national language of India is Hindi. So now that was printed in the books. So we are all are going to be reading, and our teachers also teaching like that. But actually, there is no official national. So, but here observe. But any other country person, when he was come to your country and he was asking what is your national language, means immediately we are saying that Hindi. Okay, as per amendment through I'm telling. Okay, so Telugu person telling Hindi, Marathi person telling Hindi, one Malayali person telling Hindi. So maybe as per the states, they have their own mother tongue, but when come to the country, all are saying that Hindi. Okay, so let me see. The point is what now? You are state-wise so many languages in India, but country-wise one language, that is Hindi. That Hindi is called as a local language of India. Concept understand now? Same like this. Compare entire the universal. There are so many countries. Every country is having its own national language. But all over the world, if anybody asks you, what is the local language? What do you say? English is the local language. Okay, now? So as per that, okay, the database people, they was given localized data. It means English language only store. Okay, now? So that is the mean by localized here. Okay, and now in this, there are two types are introducing here. One is we called as a care of a size is a one data type in this. Second one is called as a varchar 2 of a size. Okay, now varchar 2 of a size. So char and varchar, these are the two data types which was comes under non-Unicode types. Okay. Come to Unicode. Unicode, now you are understanding. So Unicode data types are okay. Supporting to store. Can you expect what? Localized English. What next? Globalized. Which type of data? Globalized data. Okay, now? So globalized means again, here not all the languages. They given, okay, All. Which languages means national languages. Okay. Officially, how many national languages are there in the world? All national languages can be stored here. Okay, na? All national languages can be stored. And here, that's why you can see in your data type, they mention here N. N-char and N-varchar 2. Here, what is the stand of N? N stands for national. So many people, they don't know what is N. Okay, here N stands for national. Here N stands for national. National language. Okay, but in real time, which one is mostly using sir? It means that Unicode data types are mostly the real time people are using, because once I designed my table with these data types, then the table can accept any language of characters. Okay, no? You can store your, okay, what we call English, Hindi, you can store Dutch, French, okay, Japanese, Chinese, whatever it was, you can go to store it now. So this is most oftenly the people are using. For example, your application is not a multilingual application. For example, your project is not a multilingual related. At the time, the people are using non-Unicode. Okay, no? So sometimes it depends on your application, which type of application are you developing, either single language or multi-language. Based on that, this database backend also you need to change. Okay, no? Right. So these are the complete information and types. If any interview person, they will ask you, when you're going to be interviews, what is the differences between non-Unicode and Unicode? So these points are enough. Understand now? And now let me go and check it out here. What is char and what is varchar 2, and what is the differences between char and varchar 2, and same as nchar and varchar 2, char and nchar, nvarchar 2, varchar 2. What is the differences? This all we can go to check. And in this area, compulsory 1 or 2 questions will be come to you. Okay, now? Now we will go for first one. Char, okay, char data type we will discuss now. So char, okay, this data type, simply remember, it is called as it is a fixed length data type. The people are called. It is a fixed length data type. Okay, na? We called. Why, sir, the people called as fixed length data type means? The reason is, for example, if RU created employee name and I was applied character data type with the 5 or 10 something I was given. So it means that into this data type column, maximum number of characters are allowed in one expression. How many? 10. Okay. How many characters of name I can insert here? 10 characters of name I can insert. That is a max limit. But the problem is what now? For example, if RU inserted hello string I'm inserting here. Can I allow this? Allow? Yes, definitely, because my hello string is having 5 characters. My column size 10 characters. So happily it was allowed. But the problem is what now? For this expression purpose, your system is allocating how many bytes? 10 bytes. And the bytes, how it was allocating to you, it depends on your size. If you are giving 100 size, then 100 bytes. If you're giving 1000 bytes, 1000 size, then bytes are 1000 bytes. Okay, na? Right. But as per the rule of database character data type, how it will be storing the characters means every one character will occupy 1 byte of memory. Okay. In that format, data can be storage. So now what happened here? 5 characters. So that means occupied how many bytes? Only 5 bytes out of 10. But my system was allocating to me means to hello expression, allocating how many bytes? 10 bytes. But out of 10 bytes, hello expression occupied how many bytes? 5 bytes. That means the remaining 5 bytes are left now. Yes or no? Yes. This remaining 5 bytes will be left. So now these 5 bytes, what happening, sir? Means that these 5 bytes are wasted. And in this bytes of memory, it never store any default values like a zeros, like a nulls. It never. Because if you go to .NET and Java, okay, when you left the bytes, if your expression is a string format, the lefting bytes will occupy the nulls. If your expression integer format, then your lefting bytes will occupy the zeros. That is by default, it will be occupied. In Java, .NET, Python also maybe. Okay. But in database, it's not like that. So how many bytes you left, that should be wasted. That means it will be having like that only. Nothing will go and save in that. Okay. It will be having like that only. So like year 5. Suppose one more expression, hell. Hell is also accepting to me, okay, but hell will be occupied how many bytes here? 3 out of 10. So how much wasted here? 7. For example, he is also accepted here because the range is less than to 10. So now you just come out here and occupied how many bytes? 2 bytes out of 10. And wasting bytes are 8. Okay. So now just imagine here, logically think. How many names are inserted here? Just 3 names. For just 3 names inserting level, I was wasted how many bytes? 5 plus 7, 12, 12 plus 8, 20. Suppose in my class 250 people are there in offline. Your names are I want to store in this. Imagine. Averagely, each person will wasting 2 bytes averagely, then 250 into 2. 500 bytes will be wasted. Understand now? Got it my point now? Yeah. So that is the problem. That means what you understand, sir, here means one thing observe. Here it is called a fixed length. How much the size was given, exactly that much memory is allocating for each and every expression. Your expression is having 5 characters, 10 only give it to you. Your expression is having 3 characters, 10 only give it to you. Your expression is 2 characters, even though 10 only give it us. So that means here, your length, that means string size will be changes. String size will be changes. But assigning memory will not change. Point clear? Your string size will be changed, but assignment of memory will never change. Understand na? That's why here is this kind of nature is called as what now? Fixed nature. Either hello come to me, I will give a 10. Hell come to me, I will give a 10. He come to me, I will give a 10. So for anybody, any name, any number of characters, that's I don't mind. But you will send 1 character, I will give 10 bytes. If you send 2 characters, even though I'm sending 10 bytes. Okay, now if you give 3 characters, even though I'm giving 10 bytes. So here the string is having how many number of characters? It's none of the matter. But any number of characters are there in the string, but it always give it a 10 only. That's why memory will be wasted. Concept understand na? So that's why we called as a fixed length data type. For same as if I'm giving here 1000. Now I am inserting hello. How many bytes wasted? 995 bytes you are wasted. 995 for this 997, 7 for this 998. So 995 plus 997 plus 990. 8. How much? So, sir, it is very difficult, sir, to count. Almost 1,000, almost. So, almost how much? 3,000 bytes. 3,000 bytes you are wasted. Okay. One byte is equals to 8 bits. 1 kilobyte is equals to 1,024 bytes. That means how many kilobytes wasted? 3 kilobytes of memory approximately, averagely, we are wasted. See, so this is what calculation. Okay, now, now here, this is the problem of char. That's why it is called as what now? Fixed. Okay, now write down below. Next point. Another point. So it is a fixed length data type. Okay, next. It will store non-unicode characters in the form of one char is equals to 1 byte. In the form of one char is equals to 1 byte. Okay, next point. The maximum size of char, okay, data type is 2000 bytes. Okay. In this, what is your disadvantage? Disadvantage is what now? Wasting memory. So, memory, what do you say? Wasted. Okay. So to overcome this, the people was introducing. The next one is what now? Var char. Okay. 2 of size. Var char 2 of size. Now, it is not a fixed, it is a variable length data type. That means, okay, we called as what now? Dynamic data type. And the above one is called as, can I say fixed means static? Can I say static or not? Yes, this is static nature. This is dynamic. It's called, it is a variable length data type. And it is also storing non-Unicode characters in the form of one char is equals to 1 byte, but maximum size is 4,000 bytes. And you're not memory wasted, your memory what? Saved. For this is the advantage of varchar 2. So now here how it was saving, sir, my memory means, now we can see if I'm giving varchar 2 of 10, for example. So in this case also, maximum how many number of characters can be allowed here? 10 characters name only allowed, but 11 characters of name not allowed. Here also not allowed, remember. Okay, but where it is different in the dynamic means, where it is dynamic, dynamic allocation means, for example, are you sending hello? Hello, can I insert? Yes or no? Hello. Hello occupied how many bytes? 5. Your system is also allocating 5 only. It is not allocated 10 bytes. It is allocated 5 bytes. It means that in your string expression, how many number of characters are there? Each character will treat as one variable. As per the number of characters are nothing but variables. the memory also that many bytes only give it. Understand na? So your 5 characters, 5 bytes will give to you, and 5 will be fixed. That means occupied. That means 5 by 5. What is the answer? 0. That means how many bytes are wasted? 0 bytes are wasted. Got it my point now? Suppose if I was given here hell. Hell is also allowed. How many bytes? 3, and assignment also 3 only. 3 by 3, 0. Next, if I give he also accepted. How many characters? 2, and 2 memory assigned. So here also memory is nothing to waste. Okay, now this is what we called as a dynamic or varchar 2 advantage. Okay, now tell me which one I want to use mostly. Varchar 2 only you can use it. But sir, where I want to use character data type, sir, means that suppose your data is not dynamically changed, your data will be fixed. If your data will be fixed, that kind of data you can use a char. For example, mobile numbers. What is that? Mobile number. Mobile number, static or dynamic? Static. Because mobile number length, how much? 10 digits. Is it change? Never. Okay. So mobile number is called a fixed length data. When the data will be fixed in the future, present, past, will never change. Na? That kind of data can be stored under character data type column. Understand? Na? Your data will dynamically change, step by step changes. At that type of data, don't use a char. Use a varchar 2. Got it my point now? For example, dynamic changes means what now? Names. My name is having some 6 character. Your name is having 10 characters. So other person name is having 7 characters. Other person name is having 4 characters. This is called a dynamic. In that type of data, if you want to store into the table, don't go for character, go for varchar 2. Got it? Right now? So that example, I will give it. I was explained, but in the material it was there. I just was showing now. Just 1 minute. Okay, here no need to any diagram. Diagram I already given in the main material. Okay. Once you see the diagram, you can get it some idea how the memory is going to be allocating this. Okay. So this is fixed length data type, guys. Here, memory allocations like that. Okay, na? So memory allocations like that here. I was given the size is 10, but here also 10 bytes, here also 10 bytes, here also 10 bytes. This is called a static nature, fixed type. But here 5 bytes wasted, here 7 bytes, here 8 bytes. This area is completely wasted area. Okay. So, but when come to variable length data type, here see, size is 10, but hello 5. E, hell 3, he 2. So there is no wasted memory here. Okay, now? So this is called a dynamic. And even though dynamic, how I can say this? Okay, see, your size how much I was given, but first attempt how much allocating? 5. Second attempt, third attempt, 2. So memory change, yes, this kind of changes is called as a dynamic nature. If it is not change, it's called a static nature. Is that clear, all of you? Yes, this diagram is there. This notes also I will upload into your Google class. Okay, now? Right. So this is char and varchar differences. Okay, now? Right. And later tomorrow we will discuss nchar and nvarchar too. Okay? Right, yes. Google Classroom, all of you taken, Taken, Who are not taking, please go and contact to him and take it as soon as possible. Okay? Right. only single quotes. Double quotes, if you give it, is showing error.